You've seen Ernest go to camp, save Christmas, go to jail, scared stupid, and face that troll. You saw him ride again with the help of a professor, flying a big old cannon, and also going to school. Now, get ready when our favorite country bumpkin hits the basketball scene in my review of Slam Dunk Ernest right now. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So, howdy folks, and Vern and all my fellow YouTubers. Welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. This is your buddy Doyle, aka the Big D. So I'm going to bring to you folks another review in the Ernest P. World movie series. This time I bring to you Slam Dunk Ernest from 1995. Now this is the third and final Ernest film to be shot in Vancouver, British Columbia, where of course the last two films were done. This time they brought back John Cherry, this time back in the director's seat after not directing the last movie. So, we got Jim Varney once again in the role of the fun-filled, zany country bumpkin Ernest P. Worrell, along with Kareem Abdul-Jabaar, Silk Cozart, Miguel A Nunez Jr. That's right, you heard me correctly. If any of my horror fanatic buddies hear this, yes, you heard me correctly. As in the guy who played Demon in Friday the 13th, A New Beginning. And of course, also he appeared in The Return of the Living Dead. And of course, he would go on to be in Scooby-Doo. And also he'd be in another basketball movie, but only this time he'd be cross-dressing. That would be in the movie Juwanna Mann. Anyway, I just finished rewatching this, and let me tell you, it's absolutely a fun flick. I mean, before you probably all saw Like Mike, you probably saw this, but if you haven't, well, let's just put it this way. Now, I'm going to get to this story. It probably won't be much and all, but I am going to tell it to you. Now, Ernest takes a job with a cleaning service at the local mall, and he soon seeks to join his co-workers' basketball team, which of course is named after their company, Clean Sweep. So, as they compete in the C-League tournament, the Clean Sweep does pretty darn well. Now, Barry Worth is their leader and what have you, their leading man. And now, Mr. Nunez plays TJ. Now, there are some others and what have you. Well, Ernest is reluctantly accepted by the team despite his mishaps and what have you, and trying to cover up for him after messing things up at the mall while the guys are playing basketball before they close up shop. But unfortunately, he's given only a minor role as their cheerleader and mascot. In his despair, Ernest is visited by an angel, the Archangel of Basketball. That's Kareem Abdul-Jabaar's character, yes. I have to say that's a pretty funny character, what have you. So, he is given a pair of magical shoes, which are actually these very pricey shoes and what have you. And believe me, these are more than any shoes you could ever imagine seeing. But is warned to not misuse them. And as a matter of fact, the guy who runs the shoe store in the mall, Samuel Moloch, happens to be a demon in disguise. Yeah. He would eventually prevent Ernest's sportsmanship with the basketball players by luring Ernest to arrogance. With the help of the lady he's sort of interested in, Ernest, Miss Irma Teradiddle. Well, I gotta tell you, once Ernest is in these shoes, the fun begins. Believe me. The guys in Clean Sweep can't even believe it when when one of their members had a slight accident and gets to be with the this here gal who's doing the announcing of the game, who calls herself Dr. Love. Now, before I go on with the story, if you watch closely, you're actually going to see some familiar names from previous Ernest movies. For example, Crater and Kikiki, as in what you saw in Ernest Goes to Camp, and Trantor, as in the name of the troll from Ernest Scared Stupid. But they're just names of companies, though, if you know what I mean, Vern. So anyway, now another thing about it is the team's in desperate for a replacement, so Ernest is given the opportunity to play. Again, the fun begins, and in the process, he discovers that the supernatural shoes have imbued him with super speed and the ability to fly. Yeah, you better believe it, folks. Armed with these extraordinary abilities, he leads the team to a series of victories, leading ultimately to a showdown with the Charlotte Hornets themselves. Ooh. So, as the City League Tournament champions, Clean Sweep earns the right to play an exhibition contest against him, but suffers turmoil as Ernest's teammates soon grow weary of his over-the-top ball-hogging antics. Now, here I go with the last bit of it. So you got 5 seconds to stop. Go to the description box. Fast forward to the time to avoid the ending spoilers. Okay. So without further ado, I'm going to give you 5 seconds right now. Okay, you've been warned. Now, Barry's son Quincy is, well, becoming a big fan of Ernest, but, well, he's just not too thrilled and what have you. Because even with Ernest's antics and what have you, but if that wasn't enough, Ernest is being tempted by money and what have you by Mr. Mullock and Miss Taradiddle. So, he had to figure out a way. He does well to help the team, but his antics really get to them. So he just decides to take the shoes off and calls off the deal. He just doesn't want the money. Or Miss Taradiddle, you know what I mean? So anyway, he is just now sitting on the bench letting everybody else win. He tells them that they're the clean sweep. They're a big, real basketball machine. And well, soon, well, when TJ has a little bit of an incident, well, apparently the rest of the team decide to put Ernest in the zone. He says, and they tell him that he is part of the team. So Ernest decides to get rid of the shoes, and Quincy decides to take them back to the shoe shop. But Ernest is needed again, and along with causing some mishaps, scores and wins the game. And the members of the team get drafted into the NBA. And that's the end of the movie. Now then, what did I think of Slam Dunk Ernest? Well, let me put it to you this way. I gotta say, it's an absolute fun-filled movie. I think you gotta check it out. Yeah, this is a sure, go ahead, recommendation. I mean, once more, Jim Varney does an exceptionally good job as Ernest. The cast is real is pretty good for most of the part. I mean, I like Kareem Abdul-Jabaar Jr. He did an absolutely good job as the Archangel. Just so exciting to check out something really funny. Now, you can find this movie, well, on some home media releases. Yep. And apparently it has been released many times, even by former Ernest movie distributor Touchstone Home Entertainment, aka with Disney. And they soon re-released it as part of a 2-movie collection when Ernest Goes to Jail. While now Lionsgate actually re-released it 4 years after its original Touchstone release in 2007. But in 2012, it got re-released by Image Entertainment as part of Ernest's Wacky Adventures Volume 2, which includes the recent hit Ernest Goes to School, the special Hey Vern, It's My Family album, and the movie I'm going to review next time, which will be this weekend, Ernest Goes to Africa. So, I just gotta say, Slam Dunk Ernest, yeah, it's a pretty funny movie. And, well, if you don't like it, well, can't say I didn't try. Oh, yeah, you can find it on YouTube and Tubi as well. And yes, it is free on YouTube, just thought you wanna know. Well, anyway, what did you think of Slam Dunk Ernest? Please feel free to tell me in the comments section below. Like and subscribe to my channel as well, and be a part of the Big D Nation. And don't forget, I'm still 2 subbers away from reaching 200. And this month of April ends in just 1 week. Can I still make it to 200? Here's to hoping so. I've got one of my groups on Facebook possibly going to try to help me out. Well, at least I'm going to try anyway. So if you haven't heard of this channel, if any of you guys like my channel, tell your friends about my channel if they're interested in seeing rankings and reviews on movies, music, TV, video games, etc. Because, I review movies of all genres. But anyway, thanks again for watching, and join me again this weekend, actually this Saturday. It'll be either Saturday afternoon or Saturday night when I review the next to last Ernest movie, which will be Ernest Goes to Africa. But anyway, that's going to do it for this review. Now, if you liked what you saw, you can check out some of these previous videos, my last few. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of Ernest Rides Again that I did not so long ago, earlier this week. In the upper right-hand corner is my recent review of Ernest Goes to School, which is doing pretty well. And as a bonus, though I'm sorry I caught you off guard yesterday, my recent special Earth Day review for Fern Gully, The Last Rainforest. Just so I throw it in just in case, if anybody wants something else to watch. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. Thank you again for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya. Know what I mean?